you can just go around and pick up the lady of your choice. It is sad, my brother. Now, when you go to some other areas in Accra, oh my God, La Paz and all those areas, my brother, it is terrible what you see. Sometimes we see the ladies fighting each other because a man has pulled up in a car and has called one of them. This one says, it's me he called. That one said, no, I saw him first. And then they start fighting. My brother, my sister, we have heard stories about how men have been robbed by some of these Ashawo and how some of them were even killed in the shroud of the night. In Kumasi.
Wonderful. This month of March, a Ghana month. Everything Ghana. Where Ghana, eat Ghana, drink Ghana, buy Ghana. Everything is about Ghana. Because Nyameya Doma on the 6th of March in Ghana, you celebrate your 69th anniversary since independence. So everything is about Ghana. Yeah, that's Ghana man. So obviously, Kumasi Ashawo associations. Over the Nsembi, Atuja, like Oma 20 KMA boss, Richard Opoku Ajuman, aka King Zuba. Nina they say KMA your margin on make sure so on best stop Ashawo and prostitution in Kumasi. But Omaya emfa. So when the association no prostitution association of Kumasi or in Kumasi no I'm about out ascend this strong one to KMA boss. So therefore when I could do Black Rasta so Black Empire Media now we react what can same be brain afa home and the same beside say this prostitution and I shall you bit me like you bit me abandon and I bit me aswano because I'm so sure man I'm ya Ashawo Ashanti region and Kumasi ham and Ghana for other African countries, especially Nigeria, for Edom who are frame. So I'm a new I and now Ashawo for society. So I want to say, oh, my German, Abua, I'm a rape. So I say, nay, other for like I say, same baby. So if I come home, near Kuti in Sama Black Rasta of Black Empire Media, Ekai, and I Sama King Zuba, and also Ekai, and I Sama Ashawo Association of Kumasi, also Ekai. Aha. Zinga TV.
Yes, the voice of the people, and the voice of the people is the voice of God. Now here we don't criticize, and if we must criticize just on one condition, we would only criticize to build and not to destroy. Kumasi Ashawo customers won KMA boss. Ashawo is a popular term in Africa for prostitutes or night workers, ladies who parade the streets and sell what is a delicacy for almost every man in the bedroom. My brother, my sister. Now the Ashawo business in Ghana is very hot. You walk on the streets of Accra from 6 p.m., some even come a little earlier, and you will see young university girls, hot and beautiful, in their short dresses. They parade the streets of Accra, right from cantonments, not too far away from the American embassy. You will see them standing there, and they always will hail you. Please come, please come. Some of them will tell you things that will blow your mind, things that we cannot say because decency does not support that. The Togo embassy area, you will see them in their droves. On the Oxford Street, they are there in Accra in their numbers. And interestingly, the Ashawo in Ghana, especially in Accra, they have their levels and classes. There are some areas like cantonments. When you go there, the price is different, is higher, because that is a top class area where big men live. When you go to Togo embassy, my brother, with money that is just enough to buy you kenke and fish, you can just go around and pick up the lady of your choice. It is sad, my brother. Now, when you go to some other areas in Accra, oh my God, La Paz and all those areas, my brother, it is terrible what you see. Sometimes
this is a Zinga TV
fighting each other because a man has pulled up in a car and has called one of them. This one says, it's me he called. That one said, no, I saw him first. And then they start fighting. My brother, my sister, we have heard stories about how men have been robbed by some of these Ashawo and how some of them were even killed in the shroud of the night. In Kumasi, it's not any different. In my days when I was in Kumasi as a student, Edum was one of the only places where you would have Ashawo. In fact, and they were even in rooms. I remember, out of curiosity, as little schoolboys, we would walk there and they would send us to go and buy them a few things and they would give us some money. Sometimes, we even sat down there and saw how men came in. And some of these men would even tip us. Some of them would even ask us some questions that we can't repeat here. And sometimes, some of our school children in Kumasi would be at the Ashawo line. We used to call that my brother. And when men were coming in, we would drag them and show them which room to go into. Because our favorite Ashawo was in there who tipped us money as little boys. Hallelujah. It's not an easy business. In fact, now in Kumasi, the new boss of the KMA, Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, you see, he's a controversial guy. Oh my God. That is him. And you know what he said some time ago? They were going to go around and pick up all stray animals on the streets of Kumasi. And they will kill all of them if the owners of the animals will not lock them up and allow them just to stray up on the street. We animal rightists came heavily against that, and it looked like that decision was rescinded. This is the same gentleman I'm talking about. My brother, my sister, he is also a media person. He's one of us. He has decided to dedicate his energy to the people of Kumasi, to serve them as their mayor. This is the mayor. Now, the mayor granted an interview in which he talked about his challenges in trying to stop Ashawo in Kumasi. We're going to recap this interview, which he granted to a TV station in Kumasi there. My brother, my sister, and when we return, we will tell you something that will blow your mind. Watch this.
You remind me, say, your call that yen henan kayi woma ebo jantra ana Ashawo no. Obi say still a okwa ohu omo.
Sure. Ade akaboys na yemi.
Oh, I thought that was a good call.
Me fa asem to ya mama so nye hye ade da. Me ka bibia. Bayo me say me na be say me ade ba be yemre. Hey.
That and go for patronizing yenya omo.
Kojo. Ya on betu koma. Hey.
Abusiafo ye dey why? Nyamishra.
Wally made it clear. He tried to stop the Ashawo business. And the kind of opposition he had was so hot, he had to recoil, to plan, and come back again. He's still planning. My brother, my sister, this was ambiguous. So we decided to place a call to him to find out exactly what opposition he had. And we were shocked what he told us. I began by asking him, is it true that you are having issues controlling and ending Ashawo in Kumasi? This was what he said. Watch this.
The situation is that over the last couple of years, between 3 and 4 years, the number of people who are doing illegal prostitution activity right down from Dumprempe, the second street, through the Poco trading area, through Senate, through Harper Road to get to Vienna, to the Ellis Avenue Junction, through to Ahojo Runabout, through Royal Park Hotel to get to the Ahojo Melcom, and sometimes towards the Santasi Runabout. It's been increasing at an alarming rate. It's essentially that when you get to the Ahojo Runabout, there's as if they're having a carnival there at night. And I feel a city which is the preserve of cultural dignity cannot continue to encourage that activity. And so it is my desire to make sure that we nip that kind of activity that is emerging in our city in the bud, just so we can have our dignity intact.
What exactly is responsible for the high numbers of prostitution in the area?
From afar and with a little bit of background investigations that we have done, these are predominantly other nationals from the West African sub-region who are not necessarily Ghanaians. So they are not our citizens, and they are sometimes brought into this country by traffickers, and they end up in that kind of trade. Collectively, as a people, we need to do something about it.
How have they tried to prevent you from doing your work and stopping them?
In fact, since when I gave an indication that it is something that I want to climb, I've had all kinds of threats. I mean, you should know. There's a group that even gave a written petition to my office, and the good thing is that I raised it with the Regional Security Committee, and my regional minister is interested, and so we are together going to work to make sure that in the coming weeks or days, we'll put in place mechanism together with the police and the Ghana Immigration Service to make sure that we deal with that canker.
What was written in the petition?
In the petition, signed by a so-called president of the beneficiary of the trade, they want me to leave them, and they feel that they help the men some way, somehow, to reduce the incidences of rape. But I mean, I take it lightly, and we will work to make sure that we sanitize our city.
Do you know how much the prostitutes charge?
I do not have an idea of that one. But irrespective of how much they charge, it is something that I feel our city does not deserve.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So what are you going to do next?
I've raised with RECSEC. Fortunately for me, my Honorable Regional Minister, Dr. Fakamako, is very supportive of that drive. And so I'm sure he'll give me the necessary backing. I'll get the appropriate security agencies to do a proper organization and then make sure we clear them off our streets.
You are King Zuba. That's his name in the media amongst us. He has spoken. Now, a group of Ashawo customers, men, decided to come together and form a certain club. Ashawo Customers Association of Kumasi. Ashawo Customers Association of Kumasi, ACAC. They wrote a petition to the mayor, threatening the mayor. They started off by saying, we are writing to your highly dignified office to talk to you to please stay away from the ladies who are helping us to reduce the number of rape cases in Kumasi, this beautiful garden city. They are bringing our temperatures down. And they keep us active anytime we visit them. What have they done wrong? Have you been able to deal with armed robbery yet? You, the potholes on the streets, have you been able to deal with that? There are animals that are running all over the place, stray animals on the streets. Have you been able to deal with that? What is the problem with Ashawo? Have you seen any Ashawo steal from you or anybody before? Please leave us alone. But we want to warn you. Should you touch the Ashawo ladies, rape cases would increase and you dare never arrest any rapist. Right now, if there's any rapist, we, ACAC members, association, we will come together and help you arrest that rapist. Because there's no reason to rape anybody as long as these Ashawos are here. They don't seem to care about the diseases. They do not seem to care about the name of the garden city. The mayor said, this is a cultural place, the seat of the Asante. We can't have Ashawo all over the place, even close to the Manshia Palace. He mentioned a lot of places where Ashawo is so rampant. He said in some areas, the Ashawo is even like a jamboree. You go there, and there's so much fanfare. People are dancing, drinking, and it's all about Ashawo. My brother, my sister.
Please subscribe, comment, and share for more content.
The Ashawo ladies who are fighting the mayor. It is the men who are beneficiaries of the Ashawo trade who are warning the mayor. And the mayor said, for now, he has stepped back because the threat was hot. And his regional minister is interested in this. For that matter, they have teamed up with the help of the Asante Hene. They will look at how they can deal with the Ashawo situation. Because Kumasi is fast becoming the headquarters of Ashawo. My brother, my sister, to ACAC members, Ashawo Customers Association of Kumasi, we are going to try as much as possible to have interviews with some of the members and find out exactly what the problem is. Do they care about the diseases? Do they care about some of the little things that come out of the Ashawo trade? Do they care about the name of the city, a traditional city like that? For now, the Ashawo trade is even more lucrative in Kumasi than in Accra. And we are told by the mayor that people are coming from other countries. He mentioned a couple of countries, we don't want to put that out. They have dominated the Ashawo trade in Ghana. Will they be able to end this age-old trade? The first ever trade from ancient times till now. Will they succeed in Kumasi? We live to see, and we'll be here to report. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power.
Thank you so much for watching. Kindly don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay safe till we meet in the next one. I love you, and it's bye for now.